I think that guy might have electromagnetic tendencies, or that was just good timing. Hello everyone, and welcome to Herror, Gas Station Case, the beginning of a horror anthology. I was given this randomly by a developer in email, and thank you so much for providing that key. And I took it because it looks right up my alley. This is a work sim horror game in which we have to run a gas station in the middle of nowhere at night and look at our guests with a bit of a distrustful eye as it warns that not all of them are human. Now what that'll actually entail, I'm not quite sure, but I'm super excited for it. I just realized there's a person face down on the pavement by the pumps. I have high hopes for this one because this image is actually exactly what I hope for from a work sim horror game. A place that seems isolated and maybe even chill and easygoing, a job I'd really want. But the more we look at that serene scene, the more we find amiss. And I do like looking. A series of short horror episodes where the mundane work routine collides with paranormal threats. Each episode is a separate, unique story lasting 1.5 to 2 hours. And look at that, there's a 4-year roadmap. That's a pretty healthy way of going about this. Dev priorities in the right place is one of the biggest green flags you can see in games. But we'll start with the only one available now, which is Gas Station Case. Herror presents... Oh. This is unexpected, but beautiful. On a rowboat in the middle of the lake. Well, at least this doesn't need gas. The story happened in 1999, when I was 25. I kept it secret because the story was so insane that people would have thought I was crazy. That summer, my friend Michael convinced his boss to hire me, despite my past. He was a mechanic at a gas station near the city. That's how I started working night shifts. To me, it was a lifeline. Shortly before that, I'd been fired from the factory where I worked and was barely getting by. Only fishing calmed me in those days. The ripples on the water and the silence around me put my thoughts in order. Is that our catch over here? I didn't want to take this dead fish. Oh, are they just washing up on the beach? So yeah, as you probably would have guessed from the beginning, this is very much following in the footsteps of Fears to Fathom, graphically, in the episodic style. And, you know, even still, I'm giving this the benefit of the doubt because, sure, in some ways it might be derivative, but there are some key differences. For example, the assurance that it's going to be supernatural horror, where Fears to Fathom tends to stick to more mundane things. Maybe, sometimes, although it does keep you guessing about where that'll come from. We've seen some pretty bad and uninspired Fears to Fathom clones, but so far, this is impressing me. We're learning a bit about our character and our motivations. It's done in such a way where those motivations may map onto the kind of person who's looking for a game like this, and so there's already some relatability, but also urgency. And look, very few ideas are truly original, you know? Pretty much everything comes from somewhere. It's just that generally you want to only copy 1 or 2 things at a time so that it's not so obvious. But being obvious doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah, so this is a mass casualty event going on in this lake. Is that something we need to be concerned about? Alright, let's go home. And start our shift. I was glad that Ernie, the boss who had owned the station since the late 70s, let me stay in the break room. So I'm actually living here at the gas station. Kinda hard to separate work and life then, and this is well before work from home was common. Back then I thought the worst was behind me, but I didn't yet know what nightmare lurked in those woods. Oh, it's a power box. I thought the FBC might be setting up an outpost. This transformer booth belongs to our gas station. I always wondered why they put it so far away. You know, I hadn't even thought about it, but that's a very good question. September 18th, 1999, Ohio. The shift starts in 15 minutes. I should probably have a snack first. The gentle movement of the branches, the sounds of the forest. And it's not so isolated. Look, we've got the lights, we've got cars occasionally passing by. Free room, steady work, leisure nearby. That sounded a little bit unbird-like. But hey, the door is right over here, so we're almost in. Now let's have a look at those prices. $4.02 regular in 1999? I don't know about that. Don't bother me, I'm busy. Okay. A cell phone. Wait, is it period accurate? I don't know, would they... it's definitely adjacent. Like, I definitely saw phones like that in the 2000s. I wouldn't know about 90s. We can grab the pumps? Oh, is it not self-serve? Wouldn't be much of a game otherwise, huh? There is a phone booth right over here. Maybe we'll be called upon to use it at some point? Nothing now. Wait. 60p. Minimum fee. Ohio. Parama gas station. Oh, hey, Dan. So, how's the catch? Not a single bite, and I think we might be seeing why. What is it about the way your faces are resolved? You actually are pretty realistic looking. Don't worry, bro, it happens. I left a burger in the fridge for you. Go eat and relax. Thanks. See, we even work here with a total bro. Hello, fellow patron. Good evening. Hey, where you heading? Just heading home. I like stopping by after work. My wife always asks me to buy canned salmon here. And who do you work for? Oh, is this an interrogation? I'm a lumberjack. I work north of White Lake. And how's it going? You like the work? Yeah, I've always lived in the forest, and it still amazes me. I recently found a dozen trees with their tops cut off north of the lake. Neither storms nor machinery do that. Makes you wonder. Interesting. Yeah, these are some of the last times where stuff like this might be somewhat believable, when you wouldn't just go on Google and verify stuff. I think that's what makes the 90s so magical, and really any of the last few decades before that. It's close enough to modern culture that you can kind of relate to the people, but it's got that analog, we don't know everything feel. Where do you keep the regular water? The room temperature still kind. We'll have more soon, but there's still water in the cooler if you need it now. Too bad. I guess I'll get cold water for now. You heard that something's wrong with the city water, right? I think something's wrong with the country water, too. Rumor has it that the tap water is poisoned. They say it's because of our nearby factory. We get bottled water from Kentucky. Oh, that's great. I'll stop by in a few days. We'll be happy to see you. Okay, no brand names here. That's good. We can wait here, so this is where our customers will meet. There's a computer. Sorry, I'm just trying to learn the lay of the land before I take my shift. Okay, enough messing around then. This is the bathroom. Please do not flush paper towels, sanitary products, cigarettes. We have sensitive pipes. Oh, and don't rip this down and flush it. We've got a garage. I wonder if this belongs to a customer or the owner. Wait, so where... Oh, here's the back. I didn't notice this door. The burger should be in the fridge. These are my accommodations. I don't know, it may not be much, but I feel like I'm the kind of person who, if I had no other responsibilities to attend to, would love this kind of thing. I crave structure. This is all I brought with me. Alright, let's see what we got. We can crouch. There's our burger. Gotta heat it up in the microwave. Go, Michael, go, Michael, go. Go, Michael, go, Michael, go. Go, Michael, go, Michael, go. Now wave! This ritual makes the food warmer. Ah. You got like 3 patties on this thing, man. I'm done eating. I should help Mike now. Alright, let's throw it into the ether. So we can throw things, that's helpful. Hey Dan, there's a car outside. It needs about 5 gallons of gas. Can you help? Sure, I'll help. Thanks, bro. I like this guy already. Alright, wait. Is that where we put the hose? Is that a thing? I guess it is. I can't see one on the side. Alright, let's fill her up. And we make $17. Oh, we carry our own cash. So we're invested in how well we do. Don't need to talk to you. You gonna head off? I like this. We've got a coworker. It's not... I mean, it's physically in the middle of nowhere, but there are some people coming through. We can stand in the road. This is probably our lumberjack's vehicle, right? There are a couple more in the lot. Can you help me serve the customer? I'll be back soon. Sure thing. So we need to grab a paper bag at checkout. We could have called him Rookie, but this is our on-the-job training. So we'll take that. Put the items in the bag and hand it to you. Or throw it at you aggressively. Thanks for the help, man. Guess what? I got so many tips today. Just a bit more and I'll have enough for an RV. $19.99. Back when an RV cost just $38.17. You'll take me for a ride in it, right? Of course, bro. But my shift's over now, so I'm heading home. Wait, what's that case in your hands? Oh, nothing. I found a little thing on the north shore of the lake today. Pay no attention. Alright. Hey man, no shoes, no serving. By the way, I'll leave the case in the garage for now. Just don't tell the boss, alright? Will you tell me what's inside? Forget it, Dan. It's nothing important. I'll pick it up tomorrow. Alright. I left you a hot dog in the fridge. Michael's a mess, but not dumb. I hope he knows what he's doing, but still. What's in that case? While no one's around, I should go mop the floor of the phantom stains that just appeared before me. Okay, do we find that stuff in the bathroom? Oh my god. You spilled juice on your trousers and she was helping wipe it off. What are you doing here? This is a public place. Leave. Killjoy. The mop is in the bathroom. Yeah, I know. And I need it to clean up all the dirt and filth that infests this place. Oh, and also what's on the floor. There we go. And you. Here. Seriously couldn't wait. Couldn't wait till you were doing 70 down the highway to make for a funny story for the paramedics? There we are. And here. Any further stains? Yes, there is. Now I'm going to give the speech that those who have been watching this channel for a long time will be quite familiar with. The ideal spot for a work sim horror game is to give you tasks that are simple and tedious, but are engaging enough for you to feel invested in doing them. That way, when the scares come in, you've kind of forgotten you were playing a horror game by that time. But it plays well so far. Probably not much point in cleaning the garage. We can run, but not very well. Should I put this back now? Is that all? Nope, guess we're not done. Is it broken? Or is something interfering with it? I need to refuel the car. Do you see what I mean? Alright, well, we can put this down back here. Wow, that actually landed up against the wall. Howdy, folks. What are you staring at, old-timer? Hey, you look kind of familiar. No conversation, no nothing? You've chosen a dangerous job, young man. Sitting here at night takes guts. You know, especially in light of recent events. What do you mean? The area has become restless. It's not a good sign. Oh, not good at all. You're just staring vacantly into the woods, or toward the moon. Very creepy ambient track, and now I'm just staring into the shadows, wondering if something is staring back. I was checking the shoreline during that intro, and I don't know. I'm not sure if I saw things. But games like this, they like to get their foreshadowing in early. The old man seemed strange to me, and at that moment I paid no attention to his words. Our town had always been a quiet and peaceful place where people knew each other since childhood. Since my shift had just started, I spent the next few hours doing my job without worrying about anything. But soon I realized that the old man's warnings were not unfounded. We've got a watcher in the woods. I hear somebody. I guess that means it's time for me to go check up on them. Alright, we're not eating our hot dog right now. It's weird. He mentioned that hot dog, and ever since it's been... You know in real life when you have something in the fridge and you're at work, and it's waiting for you at home. You know it. And you just can't stop thinking about it? Need to man the cash register. Serve customer. Sure thing, but I'm watching something. Now, the opening text of the game does say that all songs are copyright free and the film shown here is public domain. I'd really like to know what it is. Or if it's relevant, running through the graveyard. I love this. I mean, I don't have much time to watch in this. Is this maybe Plan 9 from Outer Space? I feel like I've seen this. Alright. But I could totally see just sitting here and chilling and watching that whole movie. Alright, what's up? Good evening. Did you get me a soda? Well, with that aggressive gesturing, you better go get one. We already got you cookies. You won't burst, right? No? I thought you were on a diet. If you gain weight, how will you run from a maniac? I'm telling you, it's a ghost. It started as soon as the old church closed. So there are different stories, but everybody seems to be in agreement that something weird's going on around here. Ghost, seriously? People don't vanish because of spirits, Jessica. It's a maniac. The killer who just got out of prison. What was his name? Have you even watched the news? There's zero evidence, Sarah. Zero. At the very least, it's cultists. My grandfather saw someone wandering through his cornfield. Cultists? That's nonsense, Jessica. You might as well say demons, vampires, or werewolves. Let's get back to reality. Oh, forget it. Listen, guy, what do you think? We can say probably wild animals like lynxes and bears. Has anyone been hurt? I think there's still a lot science doesn't understand about our world. What happened? And thinking about what? We'll opt for the middle one. The first one's buzzkill. Haven't you heard? 3 people have gone missing this week. By the way, after recent events, I'm really self-conscious about being called a buzzkill. They vanished without a trace. As if someone or something took them. And you're the first to tell me. We're hurrying home. Service us, fill us up, and we'll go. Okay. Sounds like you have the right idea, but you're just kind of leaving me here with nothing to do with that information. House for sale? $500,000. That also seems high for 99 for something like that. Right, you wait here where it's safe. I, of course, will be checking the street. Now, though it does promise supernatural horrors, I like that it is still doing the Fears to Fathom thing. We're presented with multiple ideas for what it could be. It's a slow build-up of tension. No? Is it not time yet? Am I forgetting a step? Oh, you did bring things up, I didn't realize. There you go. Currently $40 to our name. Now I understand what that strange old man was warning about. This is neat. For a moment, we got to experience this place while it was poppin', so that we could see the contrast when it takes all that away from us. Well, at least we can feel okay when we've got a customer. Kind of far from the pump, bud. And also, I'm not sure you're fit to be driving. Should we inspect your car? I don't know if you'll have seen it yet, but just recently I played Shift at Midnight with Ratskier. And I gotta try and get out of that mindset. Hey there, man. You are covered in blood. Well, look, as long as you're picking up beer cans, you're not dealing with me, but some of that blood could end up on my hands. Oh, look at this. We can go on here. Steam's still 5 years away. God, Steam is only 5 years away here. Since no one is here, I didn't get to see that. I was too busy being distracted by the anachronisms. Alright, we'll probably just have to do some work around the shop. Oh, look at this. We can buy items. We can get a flashlight, a camera, a Geiger, and a revolver. But we can't do any of that right now. It'll probably introduce this on its own time. We can check out the news. 3 disappearances in a week, September 18th, 1999. Over the past 7 days, 3 new cases of people vanishing without a trace have been officially registered in the county. All incidents occurred within a 15-mile radius of Lake White. According to the county sheriff, search efforts are ongoing to this day. Professional investigators who agreed to comment on the situation anonymously are calling these perfect crimes, if they are even crimes at all. Request to the public: remain vigilant and immediately report any suspicious findings, like a clearly drunk person covered in blood driving down the highway. We'll check back here every so often. So there we have it. It's more than just rumors. And people do go missing in these places. I mean, it's the open wilderness. But still, the way people are talking. And I love these moments of downtime. We're just behind the register, all alone with all these stories in our head. Now to wander around trying to figure out what it wants. Are we restocking the water? This game's got a good, eerie drone to it. And some truly outrageous prices. $7.50 for some of these things? In the 90s? God! Do you work here? Yes, I work here. How can I help you? Listen, my car's taken a long time to start. Maybe there's a loose connection somewhere. Do you happen to have a wrench? No problem, I'll find it now. I see it's carrying other things over from Fears to Fathom. Oh man, that was a good jolt. It took its time on that one. Whew. Just so you guys understand the mindset I'm in, it is, it's a summer morning, 4:30 at the moment. Still dark, and a little bit of summer rain is lightly tapping against the window to my left. I've gotten done with a lot of stressful work. And I am very in the mood for something like this. These shoes don't look like they belong here. Oh, these are Michael's sneakers, but he doesn't like to wear them. He doesn't like to wear them. He left. He left without them. Well, here's your wrench. No room to pull another car in. Okay, but his car is gone. We haven't met Ernie yet, have we? Alright, let's see what's up with your truck. Lots of climbing gear. And a camera. Lately, the machinery seems to have gone crazy. Keeps breaking down. Hello, hey. There's somebody walking in the shadows, a silhouette. Lately, the machines seem to have gone crazy. It keeps breaking down. This month, more machines broke at my work than in the whole last year. Do you work somewhere nearby? I'm a shift technician at the uranium plant south of here. I maintain the equipment. I worked there. Well, until recently. Wait a minute. So you're the guy who was fired last month. No wonder your face looked familiar. Yeah, that was me. I worked as an assistant operator. Yeah, while I was reading this, our friend moved on. Maybe they wouldn't have been spotted by the car that passed by. And why were you thrown out? During my shift, uranium fuel went missing. It's not hard to guess who got blamed for it. Uranium fuel? Who needs uranium fuel? No idea, but there was enough of it to get you to the nearest galaxy. You know, I'm thinking that silhouette, its head looked a little big, didn't it? Could have just been the way it turned, and it was very dark. God knows. They thought I'd carried it out on my back, so they fired me. Yeah, but if it is aliens, this first line would be good foreshadowing. Wow, no wonder it was covered up quickly. They would have been all fired up if the government found out. I don't care. In any case, I'm here now. Maybe it's for the best. Lately, things have been weird. People have started acting strange. As if they were replaced. And those disappearances. Yeah. By the way, what's your name, guy? Daniel Cooper. Thanks for your help, Dan. My name's Frank. I won't say goodbye. God willing, we'll meet again. Drop by any time, and if the car keeps acting up, leave it with us. Michael will get it fixed in no time. I like this, Frank. After that conversation, I felt uneasy. Decided to go drink some coffee. So, electronics acting weird, fish dying off in the lake, and the tops chopped off of trees like a low-flying UFO? Yeah. Should I put the wrench back? Neat. I feel like this is a good idea. He said coffee is by the front. Huh. Also, we were spared. I feel like the register falling off the counter would make a huge noise. At first it was from the radio, but it's kind of like those whispers are coming from inside my own head. I kind of feel like going on patrol. Huh. Okay, we could put the lid on the cup, and right mouse button to drink. I'm gonna need it. Frank reminded me of those oddities at the factory that got me fired. To this day, I still haven't found an explanation for them. But I knew for sure that something was wrong there. Yeah, I mean, the theft of uranium fuel is serious, but also inexplicable. In the morning, I handed over the shift to Michael. He seemed nervous, as if something had unsettled him. But unfortunately, I didn't try to find out what was wrong and just went to sleep. I slept until evening, when a knock woke me up. September 19th. It's almost 10 o'clock. What? What do you want? Please step into my office. Well, finally, I walked all over the store looking for you. Looking for me? Where else could I be? I've been waiting to be served for half an hour. How long does it take? My colleague should be at the store. I work night shifts. Wait, my shift doesn't start until midnight? I don't care whose shift it is, buddy. You serve me, and then sort it out among yourselves. Okay. Michael's missing? You know what? I'm gonna tell Ernie about this. He should know what kind of mess is going on at his gas station. Are you acquainted with Boss Ernie? We served together back in the day. Old story. Now we're just neighbors. Anyway, figure out where your replacement is. This isn't right. I apologize for the misunderstanding. Need to search for Michael. Hang on, let's have a look at the news. Mass amnesia at the factory. An emergency incident occurred in an industrial facility in the county. Several workers lost consciousness at their workplaces within a short period of time. All of the affected individuals were urgently taken to the hospital. Their condition is stable, but doctors are not providing an exact diagnosis, citing the need for further complex tests. An official representative of the enterprise stated that the situation is under control. However, according to an anonymous witness, the incident did not resemble an ordinary poisoning. And the shop's still not open. Okay, Michael, we're coming. Maybe Michael got hurt while working and urgently left for the hospital? That's actually a reasonable assumption, more than what I would come up with. Need to go call Michael's mom, ask what's going on. Phone booth's on the street. Is that his car? Michael's car is here, so he didn't go anywhere. This is all strange. Can't open the trunk. And I like the shift in soundtrack. It's not just a drone of dread all the time. Now it's more mystery and concern. Hey. I heard a rustle. Russell, you out there? Good evening. This is Daniel Cooper. I'm calling about Michael. Hello, are you Michael's mother? Yes, that's me. Tell me, is Michael with you? No, he left for work. I understand. Wait, why did you call? Did something happen? I can't find him anywhere. That's why I thought he might have already gone home. No, he hasn't come home yet. Ma'am, can you call me when he gets home? Yes, of course. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh my god. Russell, I was looking for you. Fill up the car, please. We're in a hurry. Did you not see the bloody handprint? Something really bad happened here. He tried to call for help. What have you got back here? All camping supplies? Aren't you scared here, all alone? A little. If I were you, I'd stay put and keep my head down. Terrible things are happening around here. If you don't draw attention, maybe they won't notice you. You better listen to her. Betty wouldn't give bad advice. They? Who's they? You're better off not knowing. I'll tell you this. Whoever's behind all this is far stronger and smarter than any of us. We can't talk about this, Barney. You understand that yourself. And so you decided to leave? No need to tempt fate. People disappearing and uranium fuel going missing are just the beginning. It'll only get worse. Much worse. Why didn't you go to the police? It's useless. They'll call us nuts. Anyway, we'll stay at my sister's in Illinois for now. Far away from all this. Take care of yourselves. Thanks, man. Wash our car and we'll be on our way. Alright, I'll get a sponge. I think I saw a sponge in the break room. See, it's not just about what happens to us, it's about the feeling in the air. Everyone is on edge, everyone. And I definitely didn't leave the door cracked due to my literal inability to do so. Yeah. Hey. What the hell? I need to pick up the chair, take the sponge, and go to the customer. Must not forget to take the sponge. I would be checking my bag to make sure everything's here. Somebody was sneaking in. Need to wet the sponge in the sink. Where is said sink? Do I need to use the one in the garage? Ah, right here. Folks okay out there? Alright, let's begin. Look at that, we actually have to click and drag to wipe it off. That is really satisfying. Let's make sure we're thorough with it. All good there. And another little smudge on the side. The phone's ringing. Michael's mom, maybe? Dude really didn't see this? Michael, is that you? Michael's not at the gas station, boss. What do you mean he's not here? Where is he loafing around? The shift isn't over yet. I can choose whether I tell him about the blood. I see no reason not to. What has he gotten himself into now? He's a real headache. I never should have hired him. Maybe call the sheriff? Let him come and take a look. Do you want me dead? Do you even understand what will happen if I call now? They'll shut down the gas station tomorrow and... Did I just see something over in the window? What are you doing, buddy? Alright. They'll shut down the gas station tomorrow and you and I will be left without money. Sir, this is serious. Some kind of curse. Fine, I'll call the sheriff. But I'm sure Michael is just drunk again and chasing devils in the woods. I really hope so. Watch over the gas station and don't leave it unattended. You understand me? Yeah. In that case, finish your shift and go to sleep. Starting tomorrow, you're the day shift replacement. I want the gas station open by 7 a.m. Boss Ernie was a difficult man. That's what you gotta do. Keep narrating to yourself as if you're telling this story in the past tense. That'll keep you alive. You can't fight causality even if you're creating it in the moment. Where is that guy? No, where'd he go? I knew I didn't like the way you looked at me. This is a staff-only area. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed. Can you hear me? I tried to stay calm, but my intuition told me there was something wrong with this man. He looked strange, and the air around him seemed electrified. His shoes are gone too. Are you looking for someone? I'm kinda hoping the sheriff shows up and sees you. What is going on with the monitor? I don't know, but this stuff seems to react in his presence. straight off into the woods. I wanted to finish my shift as quickly as possible. All I had left to do was take out the trash. The trash bags were in the break room. Now you're just leaving us to sit with that. To sit with all this. We know someone's coming, but the more we see, the more it feels like we can't wait. The dumpster was outside, behind the gas station. Nothing to see in there. Toss it. They make it so clear that we need to keep an eye out in all directions. We don't know where he went. Oh my god. The forest makes me uneasy. Lately there have been some power outages. I don't want to be left in the dark at the worst moment. I should buy a flashlight soon. And I guess this here is how they introduced the store to us. Alright, let's have a look. Buy. Can we actually get a camera to start looking for evidence? So I wonder when that arrives. It's too early to sleep. I still need to work. Hey, man. You showed up on a bike. On top of everything, we're dealing with the Mothman. This game is crazy. I really like that it allows a lot of its scares to be very missable, often happening while we're distracted with something else. Hey, 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 hey. You gonna pay for that? Hey man, you haven't paid for the beer. I can still give you an opportunity. Hey wait, you forgot to pay for the goods. Come on, it's just beer. Let an old man relax. I take it you're not gonna pay? Listen, kid, I'm asking you nicely. I don't want any trouble. Just give me back the beer and let's forget this. No, kid. I've already taken it. I'm not giving it back. Alright, go. Forget it. This is what a normal gas station owner would want me to do. Like, they don't want the lawsuit and me starting a fight. Just report it and move on. And also, let me see your backpack. Those pins are interesting. I don't know, maybe making friends around here is a good idea. Whoa, flying down the road, you. Here's the flashlight. It'll be safer with it. We have to actually take our deliveries in person. I've gotten to know so many character models so well. He'll let me know every step of the way, but no conversation, even if I'm desperate for it. Got it. After buying the flashlight, I felt much calmer, and decided to go eat while no one was around. I'm also feeling curious. Heaven help me. There is an invisible wall here at the edge of the woods. What happens if I decide to follow the trail a little bit? Forest Lake. You know, I'll give them credit. They fit every possible descriptor of the area into the name, so there's nothing left to confusion. Only so far we can go. So, are we done here? Looks like Michael left me a hot dog in the fridge. I kinda don't want it now. I'd be way too stressed. Be way too worried. And this hot dog makes me think of him. Oh, this microwave makes me think of him. I want to turn on the TV and eat while sitting on the couch. Can do. We can pick up right where we left off. Oddities were increasing. At that moment, I still didn't fully understand what kind of adventure Michael had gotten into, and that I'd have to deal with all of it. Night 2, September 20th, 1999. I was awakened by the faintest sound. At first, I thought I was imagining it. Look at us wrapped up on the couch in the glow of the TV. I had to go check what it was. Is the power out? The phone booth. Front door's open. Did somebody come in here? That is a crazy color for the sky, isn't it? And Michael's car is still just sitting over there in the shadows. I see you there. Hello, I'm listening. I can barely hear you. There's a lot of background noise. You must have the wrong number. Yep, that was a ruse, a ploy, a shenanigan even. I have been schmeckledorfed. And now we're afraid to stay out here, but afraid to enter our own home. There's a green glow. What is this? One of the Green Goblin's bombs? Oh my god! What happened to you? Hey, do you hear me? Say something. The next evening. Oh no, this place will not be open by 7 a.m. That guy and his horde of disfigured Michael clones. But it really did happen. So it wasn't a dream. I didn't want to touch this. It looks terrible. But I did want to capture it on camera as evidence. And man, where is that sheriff? I saw a camera in the online store. I should order it. There's more of that goop all over. And it wanted us to see that. Something about us touching that tech. Like, there's a lot of different things being thrown about, and I'm not saying it's space aliens, but I think it goes without saying, it's freaking space aliens. Let's use the pewter. Failures at substations. According to the county's utility services, repeated failures were recorded yesterday evening at distribution substations and power lines, leading to brief blackouts in several areas. The voltage surges were so sudden and powerful that the automatic protection systems were triggered. The equipment appears intact externally, but behaves as if it is experiencing a massive overload from the grid, one that the utility services cannot trace. This is all preparation for something much bigger, isn't it? Shop. We can afford a camera. But we're gonna need to do some more business if we want to afford that revolver. Still got our flashlight. Camera will be here soon. Back door open. They're very interested in me in particular. I can't see anything to account for what I saw last night. But by morning, by daylight, it's a very different place. In fact, Michael's car is gone. Oh, we've got a customer. Sorry, I didn't see you. Fixing yourself some coffee? That's fine. But the stain is still there. Howdy, yes. Sorry, I've had a bit of a rough night. 2 coffees and 2 of these things. Rough shift, pal? You look like you've been chewed up and spit out. You're telling me. You know what? Keep that coffee for yourself. You need it more. Oh, that's very kind. Don't feel down, kid. Dawn comes even after the darkest night. Yeah, only if you survive the night. Some of these choices have been potentially quite major. I mean, sure, sometimes it's just variations on the same thing, but insisting that we call the sheriff who still hasn't shown up. That's one of them. Another is not fighting the old man for the beer. Look at this. Even though the lights are on in the back of the store, the shadow still falls off like this, but I like it. It goes with the sense of early morning unease. And I am a huge proponent of the idea that morning often feels creepier to me than the night, especially if I've been up all night reading scary stories. So I've got that stuff on the mind. First light can actually be worse. I'm gonna have a sip of that coffee. Just a little moment to be in my own world. I need it. Let's take this to the dumpster. Look, I'm not in any rush here. Anybody who's seen this channel knows that I'm not in any rush. Now, let's pick up our camera so we can document the evidence. Camera's here. I need to document the evidence. I'm sure this has something to do with Michael's disappearance. How do we ready our camera? R. Now for the blood. Excellent. Now I have something to show the police. Let's document as much as possible then. I'm gonna make this my new goal. Nice ride. That's really cool. It's a classic. We're going to want to be quick on this at times. This guy looks like he could body slam me and break every bone in my body. In other words, we're definitely not fighting him if he decides to walk out with beer. What can I do you for, Papanath? Oh, and these as well. And these as well. A different guy always stood here. Did he disappear? Are you also leaving because of the recent news? Me? I'm in too deep to bail now. I manage a large farm southeast of the city. All my livestock are sick right now. So I don't care about the news, son. And what exactly are they sick with? Hell if I know. The workers say the water is contaminated. I'm on my way to deal with it. Do you know what's going on? Come on, don't worry so much. Want to hear a joke? Smoking harms your health, and smoking at a gas station can seriously jeopardize it. I see. I'll give you a pity laugh, why not? Nice talking to you, son. Fill up my old beater and I'll be on my way. Beater? That's a beater to you? Old, maybe. But those are not the same thing. Oh my god, you ragdoll. Here, can I help you up? Actually, I probably can. Why did I have such a realistic, like, ooh, that person just got hurt reaction? I genuinely panicked a little bit. I need to fill up the customer's car. What the hell is this? The animals have gone crazy. Just look at this. What are you talking about? Oh. I didn't know birds migrate near us. These are forest birds. They don't usually migrate in our area. They're flying away in a panic. But what could have scared them? Who knows, man? I'll report it when I get to the city and have someone check it out. Come visit us again. Ooh. That was a really unsettling moment, how in mid-conversation you just look. I need to go clean the toilets while no one's around. Well, not no one. Who is this that's just pulled in? Nobody here. That car driving by scared the heck out of me. Must be your car. Are you okay? Did something happen? Yeah, I got dumped by my boyfriend. But I loved him so much. I'm so sorry. I'm heartbroken. It's tough right now, but remember, time heals all wounds. Yeah, you're right. I need to move on. I've been sad for a whole 40 minutes. But I have to stay strong. I need to start a new life. For example, with you? Do you want to go out? Sure. Well, we turned that frown upside down. Great. So now what? Let me first okay. Look, I'm not doing my job if I don't see where this is going, right? I'm taking one for the team. Oh, no, because you are the one from last night. I realize that now. I realize that. Alright. Well, there's no choice. The game is spoken. Are you ready? Here, this is for you. Ah, yeah. Is it tasty? Yeah, I know it's weird. We can say, so that's why that guy dumped you. That would be so rude. We just got a free burger. It's not exactly what I was expecting. What can you do? Life is full of strangeness. I see. Well, thanks for the burger. Oh, so you actually liked it after all. Great. Well, I have to go. See you later. Yeah, see you. This entirely missable moment. This game's got a lot of charm to it. I mean, it's in the weirdness of the customers, which of course you expect from a Fears to Fathom like. But no, it's really going all in on it in a way that oddly kind of fits with its tone. But none of this detracts from the horror. It's just one of those, huh, what do you know moments. Right, we'll bag these up for you. You're causing these objects to clip. Is that a supernatural power? We take customer service very seriously here. We go above and beyond, and I don't want anybody to say we don't. That moment of levity to potentially be broken pretty soon. Let's make sure you get out of here, okay? Somebody just walk in the front door? Oh no, it's you pulling in. Where are you? Did they go into the bathroom? How do people keep getting around me? I mean, they might have just been behind the shelf. Oh, is that you, Dan? How are you? Could be better. What's new with you? I dug up something interesting. Remember I told you people were acting strange at the factory? Yeah? I dug deeper and found that almost all the missing people are factory employees. Good grief, like the two of us? To be precise, the ones who disappeared were those who started acting strangely shortly before. So, does this mean everything is somehow connected? You're right. I believe that's the case. Someone replaced those people or forced them to steal the uranium fuel from the plant. But who could pull off something like this? I could share this information. But if it is maybe replacing people, as we saw firsthand, how do we know you haven't been? How do we know you're not gauging us to see what we know? I'll tell you, I'll trust. I've done that so far. So you're saying your friend brought some mysterious thing from the lake and then came back for it covered in blood at night? I don't think I dreamed it. Mind if I take a look? Dude, at this point, sure thing. See all this, man? Well, what do you make of it? I saw the same kind of sludge at the factory a few weeks ago. So it is all connected after all. And what does that mean? I don't want to admit it, but it seems we've encountered something anomalous. It's practically impossible to remove the uranium fuel from the plant. It weighs several tons. Not to mention replacing so many people. So, what do you suggest we do? Nothing for now. I need to gather more information before taking action. If you need anything, reach out to me. We will figure it out together. You know what this game reminds me of? It reminds me of the off-kilterness, the almost Lynchian build-up to the movie Signs. A movie which I maintain to this day is really good. I know a lot of people hate it. I love that movie. Here you go. What was that? I don't know. I'll go check. I'm going with you. Cattle mutilations? That thing didn't get hit by a car. Did someone hit that poor animal? Then where's the car? Or at least some broken glass. As if it fell from the sky. What the hell is happening lately? There's a farm not far from here. Oh, no. I'm not playing the skeptic right now. What do we do now? Here's what we'll do. I'll head home and call the sheriff on the way. You go see if you can get the power back on before it gets dark. Thanks, Frank. Call me if anything happens. Here's the payphone number. Okay. Can you fill up my car, too? Of course. Is it a phone or a gun? That's a phone. Alright, let's go. I need to find the main electrical panel and restore power. Alright, where would that be? Hey there! Well, we captured that. I wonder if it's going to make any difference. Just in time for our friend to not see you. This game's doing a fantastic job of having a slowly building dread. You can feel it in the air. Seems the problem isn't the meter, it's the transformer. I need to go to the lake. See if we can recruit some Autobots to deal with this. One hour later, it's that much of a walk. It's taken us all night. When I worked at the plant, they often asked me to replace blown fuses. What is that? No, we're not fixing anything until we go see what's going on here. Something inside the lake be casting that light? Or is it some natural phenomenon? I don't know, but I do enjoy that in our dialogue... I need to take a picture of this, yes you do. But I do enjoy that in our dialogue we kinda have the chance to play it as skeptically as we like. Alright, we need to get in the boat. Couldn't go there right now. I needed to return to the gas station. I don't know why, but I want to get away from here quickly. Alright, let's go. We're still gonna have to fix those fuses though, right? Oh my god! It looked like a deer, but it also looked kind of messed up. I didn't get a chance to take a picture. Oh, it's a whole mini-game. First, I need to turn the power off so I don't get electrocuted. Okay, we can press each of those marked by bubbles. Of course. Now I need to change the blown fuses. Look how blackened they are. Alright, we'll remove those. And you. And replace them with these two. Now I can turn the power back on. That's it. Turned out to be nothing complicated. Great, it's starting to rain. Kind of feel the need to have the camera out at all times, but at least it's very quick. Oh, did somebody come back to pick up the corpse? Apparently, they've already put the cow while I was at the lake. Wonder if they found one of the missing people, or if someone got hurt at the factory. Look. Bodies in biohazard bags. Any markings on the vehicle itself? Seems like maybe they're mopping up evidence. Are we gonna find that the blood has been cleaned up as well? Also, can we use the payphone at any time? No. Mother and daughter. Rock on, kid. The truth is out there. Oh, we thought there was no one here. Yeah, I just stepped out to fix the lights. Well, it's no big deal. In our town, the power goes out all the time, too. And that humming sound. Everyone's so tired of it already. I'm sorry, the humming? Yeah, we can sometimes hear it at night. Afterward, the ground starts shaking for some reason. Does anyone know what causes it? Oh, I wish I knew. Seems like it's just not meant to be known. You are surprisingly at ease with this. Safe travels. Visit us again. I'm sorry, I don't feel good with this. I don't want to take my eyes off you. Hey, man. Had I not come out here, I wouldn't have noticed that you walked straight out of the woods. A stereotypical G-man. Some kind of daily cream. Will that be all? Daniel Cooper. How do you know my name? You worked at the factory, in the enriched uranium storage, right? I did, but I've already been fired. So you're well informed about what's happening? Not really. I see. I need to give you something. Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. I don't understand what you're talking about. You do understand. This is the last warning. I had no idea what he was talking about. I wanted to check all the rooms to make sure I was alone. You could be the government trying to cover this up, that it knows more than it says, or you could be another replaced. Yeah, no, somebody was snooping not long ago. It just keeps happening, too. Need to inspect the entire gas station. Yep, it's been thoroughly cleaned. Why is there nothing here? When I left, there was blood and slime. But they don't have my camera, do they? Could someone have been here while I was restoring the power? Oh my god. Good evening. You scared me. Sorry, kid. We're all a bit on edge right now. Are you Daniel Cooper? Yeah, that's me. I'm the local sheriff, Tom Harper. I got a call about a cow. And also, as I recall, one of the recently missing men used to work here, I think. Yeah, his name was Michael. Please describe everything you know about the circumstances of his disappearance. Honesty, man, honesty. Even though you are the man, and the man just gave me a talking to. It's an unusual story. Do you have any proof? Here you go. Could be a way of testing me. If it weren't for the photos, I wouldn't believe it. Let me check the scene. Yes, of course, but while I was away fixing the lights, someone wiped all the evidence. That's right, walk on in here. You seem like somebody who, 20 years from now, could tell your story on the Joe Rogan podcast. Was it somewhere around here? Yeah, that strange thing Michael dragged from the lake is taken away last night. Alright. I'll report this to the county office, but they won't be able to send anyone for at least a week. Why such a long wait? Right now, everyone is busy investigating the disappearance of Barney and Betty Hill. The two people that were here last night. And also the famous alien abduction case. Understood. Great. Can you make me some coffee, man? Then I'll be on my way. Alright, I'll send you home with a cup. Oh, and also famous cave people, but that's a story for another time. Man, I'm here in my box, and all this stuff is happening around me, and there's a growing feeling of doom throughout all of it, but there's nothing I can do about it, except make little judgment calls where I can and see where it takes me. But every decision feels like a bad one. Still, like, in a normal walking simulator game, you can just kind of understand that, okay, things will fall where they will. But having me make little calls like this, it does add a sense of anxiety. Don't you have anything else to say? I saw a beam of light by the lake shining into the sky. Maybe you should go check it out, we say, sending you to your death? I don't really want to go into the woods in such darkness. I'd rather come back another day. Perhaps you're right. Going there alone now is extremely unsafe. That's great. Then wash my partner's pickup truck and we'll go. Yes, sir. I've got to go get the sponge. Who's this over here? You the partner? Need something? Who are these people? What happened to them? You're better off not knowing, pal. Where were they found? At the uranium plant in the uranium storage, apparently. That's all I know. What did they die from? How should I know? I'm not a doctor. But they looked like all the life had been drained out of them. Just skin and bones. Were you able to find any evidence? Kid, do I look like a detective to you? I was just told to bring them in. I don't know what's going on either. Got it. Thanks for the answers. Alright. Well, we still need to wash your car. Fortunately, the sheriff has left us. Alright, need to wet the sponge. Tell that to Percy Wetmore. Heard some really weird noise for just a moment. Let's wipe you down. Although I don't think we're making much of a dent in the overall dirtiness of the vehicle. Will that be all? After the sheriff left, I couldn't shake the thought that someone had erased the evidence while I was walking to the lake. I mean, that just clearly factually happened. It's just a question of who and why. And that scared me, so I decided to barricade the door with a chair to feel a little safer. Well, if anything, we should be putting it on the back door. There we go. And I felt a little bit calmer. I decided to make myself some food. I wanted to make some instant noodles. Are those here? No. Where do we find those? Ah, right here. Now I need to pour boiling water over them. The kettle's empty. You need to go fill it with water. There is, of course, still the front door. I saw the sponge standing and thought something had been left for me. They're here. You know, there was actually a game I played the demo for like 4 years ago called They Are Here. And that's going to be coming fairly soon, I think. It actually has a release date now and an updated Steam page, so pretty excited for that. Can we have a seat? Guess we're doing this without TV. That breathing sounds pretty human. 3 days had passed. The search for the missing people began in the city and the nearby forests. I wanted to join them, but I had to stay at the gas station because there was no one to replace me. Ernie tried to find a mechanic, but no one wanted to work here because of the recent news. So I worked alone. Unfortunately, neither Michael nor the others were found. I'm no mechanic, of course, but the breakdown was simple. Just needed to add oil to the engine and it's done. It's not really a breakdown, is it? The shadows being cast over the engine bay are making me nervous for some reason. If only Michael were here, he would have handled it faster. He can pour liquid out of a bottle better than anybody I've ever known. Really expected there to be something standing behind the car just then. Hey there. Let me just get that for you. Thanks, buddy. Can I ask you a favor? Of course, how can I help? I've been asked to put up some flyers. Will you help? What kind of flyers? They're about the missing people. Unfortunately, none of them have been found yet. Okay, I'll help. Okay, here. Take these flyers and put them somewhere at the gas station. I won't forget this, buddy. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Huh. Looks like the guy who was in front of the freezer the other night. I'll leave this in his favorite place. Oh, I can't. It's weird. It's like I can only put them on things I don't think I should be able to. And you? And you. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, I knew it. Look, he's one of the workers at the plant, presumably, but that's the guy who came in posing as a G-Man. The one who threatened us. The rain has turned to fog. And we're just here looking around, knowing that they know about us and just waiting for something to happen. It is such a helpless feeling. Somebody's traveling heavy. Uh-oh, they've got a clipboard, I think. Alright, places, everyone. Be on your best behavior. You're holding a camera. Maybe we could compare notes? You didn't see the flash. Doesn't work. Seems broken. That's a very new development for something that's been sitting at this exact point on the shelf all these days. Looking over the missing persons posters. Are you maybe investigating them? I guess that's the best case scenario. Although you do look a little bit like a thin man, in which case you're definitely not going to miss me in full cover. Good afternoon. Do you have a moment? Of course. My name is Nellie Clark, a journalist from Chicago. I came to this town to gather material about these mysterious disappearances. Can I ask you some questions? I'm sure at a gas station like this, you can hear far more town gossip than in the sheriff's official reports. Mm-hmm. Well, so what? I'm gonna tell you everything, but I would like to check how closely you resemble some of the missing. Huh. That sounds so much more mysterious and dangerous than I initially thought. I heard that uranium fuel had gone missing, but I didn't think it was connected. On top of everything else, from what I've heard, whoever they are, they're clearly trying to get rid of witnesses. Did you manage to dig up anything interesting? I've heard rumors that these entities, as the locals call them, can become invisible. Hard to believe. Thank you anyway for your help. Please fill up my car. By the way, I can recommend you visit White Lake, but we already made it quite clear that we thought it was not wise to send the sheriff. Maybe you can get some answers there. Green Ray? Huh, sounds like a great lead for an article. How do I get there? Drive 2 miles west, then take the first left. The lake will be right there. Or just, walk behind the gas station. Thanks for the tip. Then fill it up and I'll go right now. Good luck to you. You'll need it. Oh, I hope you're a protagonist and I'm the extra. It does sort of make us feel like that, doesn't it? Like everybody here has a major role to play in this story. And we're kind of the focal point that connects them all. Oh, right, you want to guess. That's really funny. She said, "Oh, can you fill me up, please?" But she doesn't hear my inner monologue, so she doesn't know why she walked out and I just stood there smiling. Probably thinks I'm simple. Seeing our shadow on the roof again. So right now I'm thinking, what's the worst thing I could hear on this phone? And I know what it is. It's Michael's mother telling me that he's come home. Hi Dan, it's Frank. I stopped by your place the other day, remember? Yeah, I remember. Great. I actually need your help now. Can you help me out? What do you need? You've heard that our city's water supply is poisoned, right? Yeah, I heard about that. Over the past week, more than 100 people have been hospitalized. So I think I figured out what's going on, but I need confirmation. And what do you want me to do? Not far from the gas station where you are, there's a river that originates from the lake. We need to go there. I suspect that's where the missing uranium fuel is located. Okay, I'm ready. My shift is ending soon, but I have a question. What question? Why do you need all this? Why not leave it to the police? I was fired over all this. I gave 30 years of my life to that factory, and for what? Yeah, right, I will. I'll find them and clear my name no matter what it takes. Alright, I'll help you, but what do I need to do? Thank you. Before you go, buy a Geiger counter. It'll measure the radiation level. Okay, I'll buy one. After leaving the gas station, turn right and go straight along the highway. I'll wait for your call when you get back. Good luck. Thanks. While no one's here, I need to buy a Geiger counter. So here's another choice we could make, since I'm kinda thinking this may be the last time we're here. Maybe I could get a different outcome by instead forgoing all of that and saving up for a gun? Magnetic anomaly, September 23rd. Over the past few days, many residents of Pikeford County have had their compasses lose accuracy, and some have even experienced glitchy electronics. Officials are remaining tight-lipped for now, but our source at the local college reports an unprecedented magnetic storm that seems to have covered only our region. The phenomena seems unrelated to solar storms and lasted for several minutes. The epicenter was located in the Pike County area. There is no threat to the public. The source is under investigation, NASA stated. I'm not one for believing anything I read right now. Okay, let's buy ourselves a Geiger counter. Leaving us with only $63 to our name. Hey, you. Gotta check everybody now, you know how it is. Hello, could you help me? Do you have a minute? Good afternoon. You stopped by our place a week ago. Yeah, I remember that day. You look sad. Did something happen? My friend Jessica is missing. She went looking for those monsters, and she kept talking about the ones that kidnap people. No one has seen her since. I'm very sorry. I understand how hard that is. A friend of mine went missing too. Excuse me, maybe she stopped by here? Her full name is Jessica Hynek. She was wearing a red leather jacket that day. No, unfortunately I don't recall. I see. Thank you for your help. If she shows up here, please tell her Sarah was looking for her. I'll let her know. Good luck with your search. That expression, I genuinely feel terrible. Yeah, it's only playing this that I realize how many of these games kind of go too far with comedy to the point where they kill their own vibe. Go too far into the ridiculousness, but it's really emphasizing the human element. We're dealing with people all day, every day. And except for the one big moment, the one we can't ignore, this game has actually stayed very subtle all throughout the entire time. And you, delivery boy, you're one of the most consistent characters in the game. How do I know you're not an alien? The package should be on the porch. Here we go. Frank said to turn right and go straight along the highway. Alright, well, let's have a look around to see if we get any abnormal readings in the gas station itself first. Nothing back here. And nothing here where that goop was. Alright, I guess we'd best start walking then. Pull that out, take out our camera. But we have no control over the Geiger counter itself. This is where Michael hides his beer from the boss. I bet Ernie will never find it here. We got an achievement for finding that. That's so funny. I never thought to examine it earlier. We're abandoning our post. Feels wrong, like this is no going back. But the rads have increased out here. And oh my god. Well, to be fair, that was my fault. One hour later. Hey, so, no expert in this. At what point should we be concerned about this number? I think I'm at the spot. And if my gaming knowledge serves me, if we climb this, we can see all the objects on the map. This place made my blood run cold. To be fair, that may also be the radiation. I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, but I had to figure out what was going on. Oh, it's just a pile of trash. At first I thought it might be a body. Non-ionizing radiation. Wait, there's a fire burning. A little encampment, but the headlights of that car are flashing. Can't get through here. All these RVs. If Michael were here, he would love this. I mean, I guess we have a logical explanation for these rads. But still. The birds are behaving strangely too. Oh my god. Somebody was camped out here, somebody who isn't here now. But that looks very much like the red jacket we were told to find. And if I remember rightly, this was the car they were traveling in. Tinfoil hat. What is it for? There's also a walkie here. We really couldn't try raising someone with it? Someone apparently came here and set up camp. An amateur ghost hunter would surely be the one. Three more. 3 more of those tall, blinking figures from across the river. But they're not the center of it. But this might be. This is uranium fuel. I got fired because it went missing. But it seems these barrels are empty. Did the river current bring them here? My watchers have stopped watching. So this is why the city's water is poisoned. I need to take photos of them and call the sheriff. Alright. Uranium evidence as our achievement. Now, are we going to be harassed on our way back? Hey there. Who are you? Let's see if you offer a name. They call me Jessica. Jessica Hynek? Correct. Your friend said you were missing. The human mind is hasty, and judgment is as fragile as a leaf coated in frost. And you, Daniel, right? Yes, but I don't remember introducing myself. What were you doing here, Daniel? I was just walking nearby and saw the fire. You shouldn't have come here. Then what are you doing here? Everyone's looking for you. There are questions whose answers are better left unknown. Your friend stopped by our place today. She told me you went to look for those creatures that kidnap people. Excessive curiosity has consequences, Daniel. Are you really Jessica? Because I'm starting to have doubts. I want to ask you a question. Look, we've gotten this far. It knows that we know. So it doesn't hurt to be bold. I'm listening. What's your friend's name? The one you came with before. Even I remember her name. I understand. You're not her. You're not Jessica. At least we won't die with them thinking we're stupid. Oh my god! Camera! Run! I don't know what I was expecting, but not that. I was not ready for those eyes. Alright, keep running, keep running, keep running. Oh, these cursed legs. I am not turning around. I am not... What is going on with this road? I ran as fast as I could until I reached the gas station. We captured you mid-transformation. I knew I had to report what I'd seen to police, and Frank, but I was too scared to stay outside. With good reason. I wanted to lock the front door. I should use the mop. But first... Okay, back door is still locked, but that's still gonna leave the garage doors. And they are unmistakably coming. They're already here. I wanted to quickly close all the shutters. Let's do it. But not that one, apparently. Oh my god. Close. That night I couldn't sleep a wink. I locked myself in the break room and sat there until morning. When it grew light outside, I immediately called the police to have them check out that trailer park. But whether they'd find any evidence there or not no longer concerned me as much as my own safety. I understood perfectly well now that those creatures wouldn't leave me alone. Were we in the middle of wiping down the counter? I'm telling you, we are the best at our job. We deserve a raise. I can imagine myself jumping at every movement out there. Looks like we took down our barricade on the front. Just think, they could be literally anyone. Good afternoon. Has my car been repaired yet? Yeah, it's ready. That's great. Can I pick it up? Yeah, I'll open the garage door for you now. That'll be $230. You know, that should cover the cost of a gun. Doop-doop-doop. No freeform ability. $574. When did we get so rich? But this very much feels like a trap. Well, the garage is now clear. I should attend to the guest out front. Did I open this door? I always feel a need to play the stall game in check. It's such a small place where there's nothing to hide, and yet it constantly tests that safety, constantly pierces that safety bubble. Not because something's chasing you or lying in wait in here, you just... You see all these evidences that people are messing with it while you're away. Hey, sir. What's going on? Where have you been, man? Hurry up and fill up the car. You're covered in blood. Are you injured? I don't have time to talk. We need to get out of here now. What's the rush? Think I'll tell you? How do I know you're not one of them? Have you seen those creatures too? Quiet. They're probably watching us right now. They're after me too. Then you better get out of here, and fast. I don't have a way to leave. In that case, at least buy yourself a weapon, man. You're not gonna offer to drive me? You've got huge gouges scratched into your side. You're probably right. And most importantly, don't trust anyone right now. They can take any form. They can imitate voices and become anyone they want. I'll remember that. Now, fill up my car. I'm getting out of here. Yes, right away. This guy's right. It's time to get a weapon. Yeah, I know full well that they're watching me right now. 1999, just ordering a gun online and having it delivered to work. The mysterious earth tremor. Today, dozens of reports have been received by the emergency services and our newspaper's editorial office from residents of the western districts of the county, especially those near Lake White. People are complaining about strange, low-frequency vibrations coming from underground. Specialists from the Regional Geological Survey, whom we consulted, have confirmed that officially no seismic activity was recorded during that specific period. Seismographs have not shown any tremors that could explain such widespread complaints. Yeah, it's all very weird and anomalous. The most powerful, large-caliber revolver available today, originally built for big game hunting, This monster packs enough punch to pierce thick automotive steel with a single shot. And now it's mine. Just gotta sit here and wait. Once more with the idea that help is on the way, but wondering if it'll come soon enough or if it'll be enough. That was insanely fast delivery. But I guess we really don't mess around when it comes to getting Americans their guns. Neato. I'll use it later. I always gotta wait for the delivery man to leave before I come out and get the package. I feel like a hermit crab. Pipeford Radio on air. This is an emergency message for all residents of the city and surrounding areas. Authorities have detected dangerously high levels of radioactive substances in the tap water. A limited evacuation is underway in the southern part of the county, including areas near White Lake. Alright, so maybe they did find something. More details will follow in the next bulletin in 30 minutes. Oh no. You hit the building, doing exactly no damage. It's you. We can't take the other way around. Are you okay? Why did you crash into the gas station? Are you hurt? I apologize. I was in a great hurry and lost control. In a hurry? Why? You're talking just like not Jessica. I came for you. For me? I can't stay here any longer. We need to leave this place quickly. Why? Something terrible is going to happen soon. We must hurry. Something's going to happen? What? I can't tell you. Just trust me. I think I'd rather stay. Think twice, Daniel. I understand your anxiety and won't rush you. Okay, but first I want to answer the phone. It's probably my boss, Ernie. I think you're trying to get me to get away from prying eyes. Not that that's ever stopped you before. I'm gonna keep you in sight. Oh, we can't. Hello, Dan. Is that you? Who is this? It's me, Frank. Tell me, did you make it to the trailer park? Find anything? Frank? Well, yes, I just introduced myself. If you're the real Frank, then who's next to me right now? Alright, Dan, calm down. The main thing is not to panic. Knew they'd come for me. I want to leave a cool audio log to be discussed on Reddit years from now. Is he alone? Yes? Do you have somewhere to run? I don't know, maybe I could lock myself in the break room? Do you have a weapon? Are you suggesting I shoot him? If you confirm that he's really one of them, shoot to kill. How can I trust you? What if you're not the real Frank? You don't have to trust me. Just hang on. I'm on my way. I'll try. I wanted to find out which Frank was real. Oh no, they're putting us in a which one's the real one situation. I guess I'll try and lock myself in the break room rather than run for the lake. That just does not seem like a good place to go. Should I try to question this one some more? I don't know, man. I just don't know. So, what have you decided? First, I want to ask you a few questions. Okay, I'm listening. Why didn't you come in your own car? My car broke down, so I took my wife's. Why did you decide to investigate these disappearances? I was asked to do it at the factory. But were you fired? That was before I was fired. You wanted to restore your reputation. But you told me that yourself yesterday on the phone. Yesterday? I didn't call anyone yesterday, Dan. Are you sure you talked to me yesterday? See, now it's sowing doubt. We could have been told a fake story to compare yours against. It was definitely your voice. They can mimic voices, Dan. You shouldn't have trusted him. What did he tell you? He asked me to go to the trailer park. God, Dan, people are going missing around here. I would never put you in such danger. Indeed. Why did he send you there? To find the missing uranium fuel. And you went? Of course. That's why you fell into a trap. No normal person would send a friend to an unknown place at night. We've had several opportunities to do just that. I didn't say it was a trap. And I didn't say it was at night. How do you know? It was easy to guess, Dan. No, I don't believe you. I'm not going anywhere with you. Well, you missed your chance. Don't come near. I'll shoot. That won't help you. Our gun is quaking. But might as well. Oh my... Get inside! Yeah. Get to the lounge. In here. No! Garage, move. Pull the lever. To the lake. Look at you. More than one! Oh my god! They're stomping after me. We made some friends. They're my only hope now. Now I understand everything. So they needed the uranium for fuel. But it's not just a cosmic pit stop. That's where the hum was coming from. And that's why they were abducting and replacing the factory workers. Just think they were already here long before you knew. The situation here is getting worse and worse, but we have no choice. Oh, come on. You can't climb that little lip? lifted up out of the boat. Shoot the light emitter. There is no protection. You know, for a moment, that actually spooked me enough to make me forget that we were telling this in the past tense and we have to make it. I didn't remember what happened next. The next morning, I woke up on the lakeshore. Returning to the gas station, I immediately called a taxi and left. The news blamed everything on an accident at the factory, and the factory was shut down soon afterward. The case was hushed up, and many of the missing were never found. I never found out what happened to Michael and Frank, because I never returned to the city. Even still, leaving on something of an ambiguous note on a few points. So yeah, that was Gas Station Case, and that was really, really good. That blew all my expectations out of the water, and in the end, that wasn't the only thing. That was paced so much like a movie, and while by the end there were some things that felt a little bit on rails, like there were a couple places where it seemed like I was making a decision and it soon became clear that I probably wasn't. But man, the characters and the slow dread of it was really the high point. It didn't have us doing too much of the job, but then again there wasn't much job to do. It was a proper slow burn, and in a lot of ways, I actually liked it better than most of the Fears to Fathom entries. So even though it may be derivative in a lot of ways, I still think it's worthy of existing alongside it, because that was really great. It reminded me a lot of Signs. It reminded me of like 90s and 2000s alien movies. You know, the way it kept us going with these familiar characters, it had some humor, but didn't try to like interrupt it too much with moments of levity or goofiness like some of these work sims do. It really was just kind of a second-hand look at the world around us deteriorating, the worry that just grows and grows, and so many missable scares. Michael! You're alive! We took out the trash a couple times. At least your alcohol saw you through. It's even got a 2000s lighthearted post-credits. And that was really, really just an unexpected gem, and I cannot wait to play the others. Once again, thank you so much to the dev for providing me with a key for this that keeps you guessing for the right amount of time and keeps things mysterious and has a few twists and turns even after that. And at that midway point, not even the midway point, at that encounter in the garage, at first I was like, oh no, they're going too big too early with this one. But sometimes it doesn't need to be a linear gradient. You know, sometimes you can have that big snap to reality and then have the whole rest of the game kind of spent chasing that down. We know what we saw, but it goes right back to the subtlety. And that kind of acts as our characters in to being a believer. This was a very pleasant surprise, and I think I will come again. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.